Hello and welcome to Singer's Journal. Today is 1/12/2018. And I'm actually about to head my little butt up out of here. I did not get a chance to practice my piano and guitar like I was supposed to today, but I guess that should be left to do at home anyway, so I'll do that tonight before the night's out. I am using like the Essentials book series, but I also do Musician. I talked about this before in a previous video, but Musician is it's great for me. It might seem very childlike to some people who've been playing for a few years, but for me, I need to be able to feel like I'm sounding good or getting good results immediately. And I feel like if I had learned piano this way, I actually would have enjoyed it more. So you never know. I don't know how far a musician goes as far as the levels on piano, but if it's something that, I can learn the style that I would like to, which is kind of like a gospel soul style or a blues style on the piano, like all three of those combined, then I might do it if a musician has something like that to offer. But that's been awesome. It's been wonderful to do that. My fingers still hurt. I'm starting to get a little bit of more of a callus on the pointer. My middle finger is a little, because I'm starting to use this one and starting to go up and down. Well, actually, it's my pointer and my ring finger, or the third finger, that's starting to go and get callus on them now. So I mean, I really am doing a decent job, I guess, for a beginner guitar player. So that's what's going on with that. As far as my own music and stuff like that, I will just tell you that today with the devotional that I had, it was all about, I'm so sorry, I'm smacking, I got bubble gum, but it was pretty much about leaving behind things that were not meant to be saved as you walk into a new journey. So, more specific to my case, there have been many victories that I've had when it comes to my performances or performance in general. And, yes, I've definitely had rejection. Absolutely. And did it feel good? Absolutely not. I hated it. And for a long time, I did stop singing or performing at all because of the rejection I received. And it wasn't like direct rejection, like somebody coming up to my face and saying, "You suck." No, they didn't say that. But, trying out for American Idol 3 times, then I think it was 2 times going to a radio station to try to not necessarily try out for American Idol, but it's like we held like a local contest that would help you become, like, it's a guaranteed audition, and that you would get a little further ahead of the line than everybody else. But I still would have to, audition like everyone else. So it wasn't a guaranteed spot in American Idol, just a guaranteed place closer in line. So you wouldn't have to wait. And I wasn't successful at that. There was a time where a friend of mine took me to an audition that was local, and it was supposed to be for like a record label that was in the north, and I did not do well with that. No feedback on that. And I was just like, I guess I just can't sing. I guess they ain't got what they're looking for. And part of it is, let's just be honest, the world bases a lot of what they want to see as entertainment or as something that is positive or something that they like or enjoy as something physically they can see. So, I feel like now I'm getting to the point where I'm okay, excuse me, with dressing and doing stuff. Now my hair is okay. It's a little right dank. I did not wash it last night. I usually wash it like every 1 or 2 days. So yeah, I need to wash it. It's like day 2. I need to wash my hair. But I've always struggled with how to dress. I am not what you would call like a natural, fashionista that can just go out there and be like, boom, 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 boom. I like this, I like that. It's look good on me, ba-bam. That's just not who I am. It really takes a lot of effort for me to do that. And so when it came to those auditions, I felt I sung okay, but I felt like maybe my image was kind of off from what they were looking for. But now my perspective on all of that has changed from like, you know what? Those were rejections, but I think it was for the good. Because it did make me stronger. When I decided to come back, I knew why it was that I wanted to come back to start singing. It wasn't anymore about trying to please like society or trying to please the people around me. I had to finally come to the realization that the gift that I have, no matter how, I wouldn't say insignificant, because I don't think anything that God has given me is insignificant by any means. I mean, goodness gracious, if He were to take my voice away today, I would feel completely lost. And that's not even being funny. That's being like realistic. It would be a big deal for me to lose my voice. That's why it's such a hard thing. That's why it's such a struggle when I start to get acid reflux or I start to get sick and I feel like parts of my range are missing. Even now, going through a full day of work and still dealing with the reflux stuff. Literally like 5 minutes ago, I just ate something, but I did not take my papaya enzyme. Instead, I decided to chew gum. And so hopefully, and it's helping somewhat, but I can tell that I'm also sick. And I don't know if it's like legit sickness or if it's just my reflux, which is making it feel like, tight or mucusy inside. So whatever. In either case, I'm still trying to figure all that stuff out. And then, now I've finally come to the realization that I was given the gift that I have, the portion of the gift that I have, for a purpose. And whether it's something that I say, oh, I make it big time, and I'm like, ooh, boo, 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 I'm a superstar, I'm a singer. Or if it's something that I do that's a local thing or just a regional thing, it doesn't matter, because in all of those capacities, I feel like it's something that God could use. And so it's my responsibility now to not allow the fear of rejection, the fear of being inadequate vocally up against other females or other males. That stuff I cannot continue to allow it to stop me from doing what I know I'm supposed to do. And that's the thing, like all these years, I feel like I'm an old crusty, whatever. And now I'm trying to do something. And so, I feel a lot better about where I am mentally, but I wish that I have gotten where I am mentally 10 years ago. I really do feel like I would have been better off as a performer now at where I am had I caught into it years ago. But in either case, it's not for me to look back, it's for me to look forward. And it's not to allow the past experiences or the intimidation of today. Because being realistic, realistically speaking, in any of the talent competitions that you look at on TV or any talent competition, everybody is rating you based off of how you look, based off of how you sound, based off of how you talk, your personality. Everybody is giving you a judgment call. It's like they're giving you a number and saying, now this equals you. But that's not even looking through God's eyes. That's not looking through the lens of His eyes of who you are. He has already given you 100. Wherever talents He's given you, whether it's a musical talent, whether it's a mental talent, whether it's an emotional talent, like you're able to reach out to others. You're so kind-hearted and open and willing to serve others that you can impact them so positively just with your walk and just with your support. That is a gift. That is a talent. A lot of people like me, sounds horrible, but I have to work on really saying, okay, let me go and serve other people. Let me not make this all about me. So it literally is a talent. So any talent that you have, now I'm finding that is in anything that I do. First of all, commit all my work to the Lord. So what is it? Why am I doing what I do? Well, in my job, I want to make sure that those around me are receiving, yes, the materials that they're supposed to receive. But I also want to do something that's going to impact their lives positively. And in doing that, be able to show God's love, God's true spirit. And then they see that in me. They get that same kind of love and spirit from the Lord. And then they're able to pass that on to other people in their lives, in their inner circle. And it just keeps growing and growing and growing. So that's kind of where I am now. I didn't mean to get all theoretical on you, but today that really did stick out to me, that stop trying to pick up or bring along stuff with you that is supposed to be destroyed. Fear is supposed to be gone now. So I can't this isn't working fast enough for me. I need to be able to be point A, point B, point C right now vocally, or right now instrumentally, or right now with the opportunities. I need to be here, because if I'm not, then obviously it's not for me. That's not the way God works. You don't rush God, and in time, he will give you the things that you need. And it's my responsibility to trust him on that. And, you know, here lately, I have been getting upset. I've been getting upset because I'm like, well, especially in, you know, a certain area, which I'm not really going to name because I'm not going to be, you know, one to try to call out anybody or badmouth anybody behind their back. That's just not my feelings. But I do have ill feelings about an opportunity. And I feel like it's really not moving fast enough, or really I feel like I'm not being heard. I know God hears me, but do these human beings that he leads into leadership in this aspect hear? Yeah, they have to hear because he gave them life. So yeah, they hear. But maybe it's something that you need to see through this. And that something can be a lot of different things. And then he's also, you know, given me the wisdom and the motivation to say, anytime that I open my mouth to sing, I need to sing with authority and not hold back. Like, give myself 100% over to singing, especially when it comes to worship. Not holding back and being afraid because, oh, I'm a cracker. Oh, what if I don't hit that roll right? Which, no, I don't sing like that. But you know, when you're trying to experiment with stuff and like you in the moment, so you can't be like, with arms held high. Like sometimes that mess will end right, but then sometimes it'd be like, oh, wait, where we going? Where we going? So being afraid to like push forward and try things, I want that to stop. I want to just do it. And you know, as I'm gonna say this one more thing, and I'm gonna stop because it's getting too long. But there's one artist out here that I just absolutely, and it ain't no jealous stuff for real. Like I'm putting it out there because like I used to be, and sometimes I get into my feelings where I'm like, oh, she's saying better than me, so I'm a little jelly. No, I'm really not jelly of her at all. But I love her voice. Like God has really anointed this girl's voice. She is R&B, but she sometimes sings gospel. This is Tori Kelly I'm talking about. I mean, vocals just, oh my gosh, amazing. And it's because I feel like she really does utilize her entire range. Like she is not afraid to try all things with her voice. So it's not that I want to be vocally like her, but I want to be like her in the sense of she is willing to put forth all that she has whenever she performs. And it's just astounding. So with that said, I hope that you have a great day. And it was awesome to be able to do this. Have a great weekend and a happy Martin Luther King's Day.